If you got too many baby daddies, you doing something wrong. After the first and second, third child, and the dad ain't doing nothing for them, you need to stop. Close them legs. What are you doing?
I absolutely love my kids to death. But if I could talk to the younger me, I would tell me to wait. I would tell me to wait to have kids until I know that I either am financially stable or I'm having a team behind me that can help me, because everybody needs a community.
It's too many baby mamas and not enough wives. Yeah. Too many baby showers, not enough weddings. Okay? Ladies, I'm gonna need y'all to stand up and put your foot down to these men.
I think my problem was that I made an ugly nigga feel like he was something.
Ladies and gentlemen, we really have a problem, and I think we need to talk about it, because what's happening in our communities right now, it's really not beautiful. It's really a crisis. We have now normalized what's called a baby mama culture. The Hollywood have managed to glamorize it like it's the new gold standard. Multiple celebrities are having babies left and right with no ring, no plan, and worst of all, no accountability. It's really, really unfortunate. For example, Rihanna. She's great. She's a powerhouse. We love her. But she's also a baby mama. Nicki Minaj, one of the biggest names in music that many young girls look up to. She also stepped into motherhood without marriage. And then we have our sweet Sky Jackson and Keke Palmer that we literally watched those two young women grow up on a TV screen. And for many of us, they represented the innocence and promise for the Black community. And now they are both navigating motherhood without marriage, and worst of all, with drama. Right? Sky Jackson, who recently became a mom, already filing for protection against her child father. So we really, really have a problem. And unfortunately, regular people often forget that when we try to act like celebrity, we don't have the money like they do. So we don't get the glam, we don't get the squad, we don't get the PR team. So instead, we get the real consequences: broken home, broken heart, and broken kids. And even the celebrities, with everything going on, it really shows that even with money, with fame and opportunity, the weight of broken relationship dynamics and the absence of stability can really hit hard for many women. So let's take a look at what people are saying on TikTok, and we'll talk about it. All this coming soon on Commentary with Mayou.
If you got too many baby daddies, you doing something wrong. After the first and second, third child, and the dad ain't doing nothing for them, you need to stop. Close them legs. What are you doing? You putting yourself in debt. Then when you get in debt, you want to scream child support. He a deadbeat. He don't take care of his kid. You should have known that after the third child, after the third man. A man can't do nothing if you don't allow it. You allow these men to sleep with you unprotected, knowing you gonna get pregnant. I know you learned this in school. It only take one time to get pregnant. You act like you lost. Now you want to cry, trying to get on welfare, trying to get all these food stamps. You know what I'm saying? Keep your legs closed. You gotta have common sense. Don't get mad at me. The truth hurt. You let that man do what he want to do to your body, and then when you want to take care of them kids, he ain't there. You gotta learn your lesson. I'm gonna tell you, I'm just saying now.
I think my problem was that I made an ugly nigga feel like he was something. Cause why the fuck my baby daddy just called my phone? Cause mind you, I let my daughters go jumping with my neighbor, and I asked him, can he send him $40? And he like, your mama told you to ask him that? Bitch, it don't matter if I did or not. Send your kids some money. You don't do anything. Like, what do you do for your children? So he sent them $40. He did do that. So I let them go jumping. So I sent my kids with some money. I sent them with $20 or whatever, just so they can buy them a little slushy or a candy. That's all you need or whatever. And so I guess they must have asked him for some more money, because you know, kids being spoiled, they probably see other stuff that they want. But my thing is, no, you don't need all that or whatever. And so he called them and he was like, so they called him and they also called me. They asked for $5 more, and I did send him $5 more. So he called me. He like, hey, did you send him with some money? And I'm trying to be nice because literally I don't want a problem or beef with nobody, right? So I'm like, yeah, why, what happened? Cause don't send my kids nowhere without no fucking money. First off, nigga, who the fuck is you talking to? Who the fuck is you talking to? Nigga, you was a lame ass nigga. What the fuck? You think you about to handle me like that? You ain't even handle me like that when we was together, nigga. Nigga, you was a broke nigga that's homeless that ain't got shit. Bitch, calm your tone down when you talking to a real nigga. Cause bitch, I'm more nigga than you can ever be. Pussy asshole.
A lot of y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I don't think we should be celebrating people having babies out of wedlock. Honestly speaking. I do think a part of it is very irresponsible and also very selfish. Hear me out. In this economy, couples can barely get by. Couples can barely get by, let alone you just having like unplanned and just going reckless and go like, I just don't understand why we're celebrating it. I really don't understand why we're celebrating it because oftentimes you just putting yourself so much further back in the poverty line and that baby is going to grow up into like some really bearable and conditions that he possibly or probably should not have been grown into. You know, like I just feel like we should just hold ourselves to a higher standard, especially to my men out there. Bro, there should be no reason why you having two baby moms. Like, why do you have two baby moms, bro? Why? Like, seriously speaking, why do you have, like, first of all, it's hard enough as it is for a lot of women to find a good man. And these are single women with no kids. Now you just made two women have such a big baggage that's going to make it so much more harder for them to find a more suitable partner. Like, we just got to hold ourselves to a higher standard, bro. Like, honestly speaking, let's really call a spade a spade. We need to stop glorifying this whole baby mama culture and all that. It's not cute. It's really not cute, respectfully speaking.
Baby mama, baby daddy culture is so normalized nowadays that people will literally look at you sideways if you say that you want to be engaged, married, or anything on the lines of that. The first thing that comes out of their mouth is, oh, he's going to cheat, and marriage is nothing but a piece of paper. It's actually not. Marriage is a union between you and your partner, and y'all stand before God and the state, declaring your love for each other and declaring that you guys will always stick with each other. You guys are united. So it's more than just a piece of paper. You got women in the media right now, fuck my baby dad, fuck my baby dad. You got men in the media saying, fuck that bitch, I nut on her face and da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Just nasty, disrespectful stuff. Nobody is promoting love. Nobody is promoting unity. Nobody is promoting marriage. Nobody is promoting foundation. Nobody is promoting being with your fucking family. Baby mama, baby daddy culture is all about making the black man and the black woman no longer united, okay? That's what it is.
I absolutely love my kids to death. But if I could talk to the younger me, I would tell me to wait. I would tell me to wait to have kids until I know that I either am financially stable or I'm having a team behind me that can help me, because everybody needs a community. And when you are alone doing this, it's the worst. It's the worst feeling in the world. And you have multiple baby daddies that won't even be like, hey, what's your work schedule? Let me help you. It's sickening. And I'm not dealing with one, not two, but three men that fail to realize that they mama needs to work too.
Being a baby mama is so ghetto. So listen, I just asked my daughter's dad for some money for some groceries. And then I followed up the text message like, or you could just pay for the pickup order, you know, so he don't think that like I'm asking for money for other stuff, like whatever. This man responded and said, go post the ad and suck some dick for it. Okay, you got it. If you ain't got no kids, just hold on for a second. Because, man,
You know what I hate? When women say things like, oh, I want to get married before I have kids. I don't want to be just another baby mama. And then all the bitter baby mamas in the room gang up on her. And they're like, oh, well, divorce happens. I know a lot of women that talk like you and they ended up getting divorced. You're that bitter and angry at the choices that you've made with men to the point where you would actually wish divorce on another woman who's just trying to make better decisions for her life? You're mad that that woman is smarter than you were at her age? You're that bitter? Oh, but he can still leave you. Duh. But being a wife comes with benefits that being a baby mama does not come with. If you and your baby daddy or boyfriend break up, you don't get the house, you don't get half of his money, you don't get the car, you don't get nothing. And I really respect the baby mamas that could get up here and say things like, yo, make better choices than the one that I've made. I love my child, but I had a child for all the wrong reasons. Make better choices. You don't want to be a baby mama. Don't follow in my footsteps. I really respect women that could say things like that because that's a tough pill to swallow. To all my women out there, do not let any bitter baby mama convince you that it is better to be a baby mama than it is to be a wife. And do not let them convince you that baby mamas and wives are on the same level. They are not. Get a ring before you destroy your body for a man.
I don't care what any baby mama say. Having to raise your kids by yourself is not a flex. And this is coming from a single mother. Listen to your sister. Don't let any baby mama deceive you into believing that being a single mother is more convenient than being a wife. You hear me? When I was pregnant with my daughter, I went through the whole pregnancy by myself. Ain't nobody going me to no appointments, no baby shower, no gender reveal. When my water broke, I got us to the hospital and from the hospital. And I can go on and on about my baby daddy. F my baby dad. F my baby dad. But I slept with him. So what kind of woman did that make me? A crazy motherfucker. Okay? You way too beautiful, way too smart, way too intelligent to be going through something like that. So live your soft girl life. Ain't nothing wrong with saying you too good to be a baby mama. You right. Because us strong black women not strong because we choose to be. We strong because we have to be.
Because at the end of the day, when you don't know how to love yourself, you are going to confuse attention with love. You're going to think sex equates love. You're going to think the bare minimum of quality time is love. You are just mesmerized in a fantasy. And when you are in this delusional fantasy, I can't help you. You have to help yourself. And I just want better for women. I want women to love themselves. I want women to stop settling. I want women to stop having babies with these modern day bums, because all these bums are just about to blame you for being a single mama. You sacrificing yourself for a bum is ridiculous to me. Why would you do that? You risking your life for a bum that couldn't even sign over paperwork, couldn't even buy you a ring pop, and you out here about to risk your body in the hospital because you want a wedding gown so bad. The only gown you gonna get is a hospital gown. Messing with that fool. You want to walk down the aisle so bad you gonna walk in the hospital. That's all you finna do.
Bro, I don't care what y'all say, bro. 3 baby daddies to me is fucking crazy to me. Like, that shit make no sense. Like, stop fucking. Goddamn. Like, all right, the first one was in there. That's reasonable. Second, he wasn't the one. Maybe 3 though. That's fucking crazy. And you still single? If you single, you got 3 baby daddies, baby. Get your weather together. Goddamn. Stop fucking Jack. Come on. Get it together, mama. Goddamn.
I need this breakup between Hallie and DDG to be like another reminder of how successful black women will allow these youngins, these unserious ass black men to make y'all a baby mama. There are so many successful black women that I see, like old YouTubers, people that like you're like, oh, she's definitely gonna get married, someone's definitely gonna wife her down, and y'all choose to be a mama because that is a choice. Being a mama is baby mama is a choice at this point for a lot of y'all. If that man is not talking about marriage, why would you not want to build a foundation first? And again, though there's people who don't want to be married, but we know the people that want to be married and don't, and have settled for being a baby mama, or they were a wife first and became a baby mama, like Queen Naja. Like, what are we doing? It's 2024. When are we gonna learn that a baby is more of a commitment than marriage? And another thing is, it's like y'all have babies like it's nothing. Like, it's just another fucking day for you. The way I would be crying, like, my life would be over if I found out that I was pregnant. Why does that not scare you? Like, bringing life into this world. Like, knowing the mortality rate for black women, and y'all are risking it for a demographic of men that have proven time and time again they're gonna leave you a single mother. Is it really a surprise when another black man leaves a black woman, a baby mama? I mean, I really want to know what is not clicking. If he's not talking about marriage, if he's not doing anything else to show he's even a good father, if he's a lame, like, I don't even, like, the self-esteem has to be in the depths of fucking hell, because I don't see how these, like, prestigious ass women be dating, like, these low-level, low-vibrational hood ass, like, what is not clicking, bro?
How come every time somebody says it's better to wait until you're married before you have kids, people are always like, well, he can still leave you even if you're married. He can still leave you even if... Duh! The same way you can still die in a car accident even if you have your seatbelt on. But it's probably still a good idea to put that seatbelt on when you get in the car, right? Marriage protects you and gives you benefits that being a baby mama does not. Okay? So if you want to be a baby mama, that's your call. You're grown. You can do whatever you want. But stop trying to make women who want to wait until they're married before they have kids sound like they're crazy. Thank you.
Your baby daddy family is not your family, because when soon you and your baby daddy get into it, the little minor shit, and he called telling him about it, baby, it's fuck you and your baby. They don't give a fuck about you or the baby.
Let me make something clear. Giving me a hard time while I'm already having a hard time raising your child on my own is crazy work. I will never understand the baby fathers who have less on their plate and give us more responsibility because they neglect their responsibilities, because of their lack of efforts, the lack of consistency, the lack of maturity, the lack of communication to support their child. And you're giving me a hard time. I will never, ever understand why you guys do that. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, I just didn't bury your child for 9 months. Like, I'm already not going through enough. I have my body changing. I'm not getting enough sleep. My mind is running 1,000 miles per hour. I have a newborn baby that I have to, take care of. And you're not supporting me in any of that, emotionally, mentally, or physically. Just giving me a hard time. I will never understand you men. I will never understand it. And I'm just generally speaking, don't think I'm categorizing all the baby fathers, because there are some great ones out here. I know there are. I've seen them in real time. But for the ones who just literally have so much lack of consideration for the mother who carried your child that you once loved, liked, enough to put a baby in, you show no mercy to. Shame on you. And then y'all be out here loving y'all mothers to death. And shame on you, because guess what? Your mother was a single mother. Your mother was put through the ringer by somebody else. Oops, your dad, actually. And you sit here and continue that same cycle like you don't already know what that feels like. You just expect me to deal with it. Make it make sense. Every day more and more, y'all just give me a reason to talk about y'all more and more.
It's too many baby mamas and not enough wives. Yeah. Too many baby showers, not enough weddings. Okay? Ladies, I'm gonna need y'all to stand up and put your foot down to these men. Stop letting them trap you. And for everybody that's like, oh, marriage is too much of a commitment. Marriage is too serious. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What do you think a baby is? You are tied to this person for the rest of your life through a child. Let's turn this on, okay?
If you do not have kids yet, this message is for you. Coming from a 30-year-old mom of 3 with 3 different baby daddies, listen up, y'all. While you are out here dating and talking to niggas and having a roster and just doing you, living your best life, but calling up some meat whenever you get an urge in your flesh, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Use protection. Please use protection. Do not let these men who you are just having fun with, who you are just sleeping around with, impregnate y'all. Do not let these men impregnate y'all that you are not in a real committed relationship with, who you don't know like that. You don't know his family. You don't know what's in his bloodline. You don't know how he acts when he gets angry. Or you do and you like it because, you know, y'all toxic and you think it's cute. Don't let them type of men impregnate you, sis. It may be fun for now. You may think that, you know, you getting your rocks off and his meat is good. But let me tell you how it creates unnecessary trauma, unnecessary soul ties that your later self is going to regret. Now, I had my first kid at 18. I had my second kid at 21. And I was a mess in both of those stages. And even though my second baby daddy, we was in a relationship, it was very toxic. I dealt with a lot of domestic violence, a lot of cheating, a lot of dumb stuff. We both was young. I was 21, he was 27. So we dealt with all that. But long story short, he went to jail. He ain't been home since. And when he went to jail 8 years ago, I took it upon myself to level up, to be better. I didn't want to just be a baby mama. I wanted to be a wife. I didn't want to stay in the hood. I wanted to raise my kids in a better environment. So once I did all that, I attracted the man of my dreams, whom I'm with right now. And now I live the life of my dreams. Like, I live a good life and I have a good family and I'm so appreciative. Let me tell you, sometimes when you finally get what you prayed for and you thought you've healed, once you get in a new relationship and it's different, whew, man, that's when that trauma starts boiling. And that's when you are so used to arguing, to being in dysfunction, you don't even know how to love. You don't know how to be loved. You don't know how to resolve conflict. And then you have just extra baggage. And please hear my heart when I say this. I do not regret my children. But sometimes I wish I would have done it differently. Because my man, when I met him, he didn't have no kids. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him his first child. But I got so much trauma from my other 2 baby daddies that sometimes it's like a block. It's like a block right there. And it's so hard to get over that. And this man didn't do nothing to me. I'm basing everything off of what the last 2 niggas did. And that's not fair to him. And sometimes, like, I get so caught up in my feelings and in my traumas, and I bring that into the relationship. And then not even just that. The kids that I had out of wedlock with the 2 men, now they in our household causing drama. Now they're in our household because they got the DNA from their daddies, and their daddies is a whole mess, like a whole hot mess. And now the kids are just acting like their fathers, and now the next man got to deal with it. And it's not fair to him, but it is what it is. He accepts my kids, and like I said, he treats my kids like they're his, and my kids live a great life. My kids live a good life. But sometimes I just be like, wow, I really had 2 kids to randoms.
I saw a video where a girl said women who have one baby daddy think that they're superior to other women who got multiple baby daddies. Baby, I don't think I'm superior. I think I learned my lesson. I honestly couldn't fathom being in this position twice. Do you know how frustrating it is to be forced to communicate with someone that you would stab? I don't think that I just can't imagine being placed in a position that would be my circumstance again. And some people are like, oh, well, you're closing off your... So I don't give a fuck. I'll close everything off. I'll lock every motherfucking door before I'm ever again in a position to have to communicate with a motherfucker I hate. You arguing with somebody, but when it comes time to be a fucking parent, y'all gotta... All right, go with daddy. Some of y'all got like 3 and 4 baby daddies that you cannot stand. All of them ain't shit. And some people got lucky the second time around. Okay? I'm not a gambler. See, there it is. Me personally, I don't like to gamble. Like when I go to the casino, I have a set price. And once I lose that money, I'm done. That is it for me. So I got one baby daddy. I got married one time. It did not work out. Now I got a baby daddy. So that is it for me. I'm not against marriage. I will not be reproducing for anybody else. And that's it. I know my limits. And I think the issue is a lot of women are willing to push their limits for the next relationship, right? And it's like, oh, I don't want kids, but like if I get married again and my next husband want kids, then I'll have more kids. But then what do you do if it doesn't work out, right? And people say like that's not a good place to operate in. Oh, if I don't care. I'm only going to put myself in positions that I can handle alone. And the 2 I got be beating my ass. But we making it work, okay? We making it work. And by myself, I can do this. By myself, I can give them a life. By myself, I can manage. I can't manage more kids, more adults that I have to deal with. Know your limits. Know your limits, babes. And it's not about being superior. It's not about being better. I learned my limits early. And maybe your limit is 3 baby daddies. Maybe your limit is 2 baby daddies. I just don't have the mental capacity for multiple. I don't. I don't even like men like that.
Don't end up being a single mom like me. And I'm about to get really honest with you, and I'll try not to ramble because I tend to overshare. Anyways, I am 35. I have 3 children, ages 14, 12, and 2. I have 5 sources of income. And I'm still struggling. I have a support system. My family, my friends, their fathers are mostly in their lives. But I'm not the single mom who just doesn't have anybody. I'm not her. And I feel sorry for her because even though I have the support, I'm still struggling. Anyways, I take full accountability for the role that I played in getting me to single momhood. However, I didn't get here by myself. So I'm about to have a conversation with you that I wish my parents would have had the tools to have with me, because I don't blame them. They only taught me what they could. They parented me the only way that they knew how, and they did a great job. As a parent, I totally understand. However, I am a parent living in the age of social media. So I can only take so many tools that my parents used with me into this new generation, because the type of parent you have to be now, nobody's entered this territory before. And first of all, I have to be different personalities for each child that I have. So yeah, I've got at least four personalities, because one for each of my kids and then my own. And then, yeah, other personalities come into play, and I should probably get that checked out. But anyways, moving on. So yes, I did the premarital counseling. And this video is for the ladies who desire marriage, who desire kids, family, and the whole nine. This video is for is to tell you, do not rush. Do not rush into this. I got married because we had children, and that was almost 10 years ago. We only lasted for 2 years in the marriage, and we did it because we thought that was the next step. Yes, we loved each other, blah, 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 but love is not enough. We thought that was what happens next, that we were living in the age where you had kids, you got married, or you got married, you had kids. You do the things. And that's what your parents teach you. But no, that's not how it works. My parents didn't teach me how to be a wife. My parents didn't have the in-depth conversations. We went into it in premarital counseling with our counselors, but I wasn't emotionally mature enough, or even had gone through certain things to even know how I would feel, or even know how to answer certain questions that they were asking me. I was just answering based on what I knew at the time. But had I known what I know now, honey, I wouldn't have gone through with it. I was not ready to be married. I did not know myself. I only knew how to be a mom. I joined the military at 17 years old. Yes, I had my fun, party, did the things, but I also became a young mom at 21. So there was still a lot of life that I had not lived yet. And I became a parent. So although I was asked those tough questions, like I said, I didn't know how to answer them for real. And coming from a place of maturity, coming from a place of experience, I did not know. When you become a partner, when you become a parent, you're no longer living for just yourself, and you need to live for yourself first. You need to do all the things. You need to sit with yourself. You need to cry with yourself. You need to go through breakups. You need to travel. You need to find your career. You need to accomplish your goals, because when you become a parent or a partner, all that stops, and you lose you. You lose you and everything that you wanted to do, or even thought you might want to do, or even didn't even know that you wanted to do it. You don't even come to realize those things until much later, and now it's too late. Well, it's not too late. It just becomes a lot harder. It becomes extremely difficult to, one, have the time to reflect and think about your goals, two, attack your goals, three, accomplish your goals. Sit with yourself. Ask yourself, why do you want to be married? Or do you want to be married because you just see it on social media? Do you want to be married because you're lonely? Do you want to have kids because you were told that you didn't want to have kids and you just want to figure it out, or you just want to try, or I don't know, or because your parent died and now you just want somebody else to love, or you just want somebody else to love you? Those are the deep questions that I'm talking about. And sometimes you might not even figure that out unless you go to therapy. People are out here having children and they don't even know why they're having children. People are out here having sex and they don't even know if they would keep the child if they got pregnant. Hear me, sis, or sir, or bro, whoever is watching this video. Don't go messing up somebody else's life because, well, not messing it up, interrupting someone else's life, and you haven't done the work on you yet. Know that if you are entering into something, that you can make this person's life better. And if they aren't on the same page or on the same wavelength as you, you better exit that situation, or they're going to bring you down as well, no matter how much y'all love each other. You have to both have done the work, you have to be on the same page with each other, because this ain't what you want. It's just not. And people tell me, oh, you're doing such a great job. On the outside, yeah. On the inside, I have my days. On the inside, I want to be married again, for sure. I want my kids to see me being loved properly. I want my sons to have a great example of how a man treats a woman, how a man treats himself. I want a foundation that has God in it. Like, I want to travel. I want somebody to match my goofiness. I want all the things that you see other couples having, but I sit here and I try not to ruminate in that, because they're going through their own battles, I'm sure, because life is not perfect. Let me tell you. All these people smiling on it, no. I refuse to believe that they're that happy. There's something going on that you don't see. Do not get caught up in this social media stuff, because it will destroy you. It will set you back. So yeah. If nobody's had that conversation with you, I hope me having this conversation with you has helped. It's got you thinking. It's snapped you back into reality or whatever. If it has, follow me. If it hasn't, follow me. If you relate to it, yeah. Tell me your story too. Bye.
So now that we obviously see that there's a problem, let's talk about solution. First, we need accountability. We can't fix what we refuse to face. We have to own our choices and the cycle that we're repeating. 2, we need to rebuild our values as a community. We need to shift what we celebrate. It's not a beautiful thing to celebrate getting pregnant out of wedlock. But not just as individuals, as a community, we need to understand that, especially in the Black community. We have to stop glorifying dysfunction and start valuing commitment, stability, and self control. And lastly, we need to equip the next generation. Let's give them more than survival skills. Let's teach them wisdom, healing, and purpose. Go to therapy, right? Let's practice those things. Let's find a mentors so we don't find hope in loss when we're looking for love. Let's create standard. And if you're already in the situation, practice healthy co-parenting. It's never too late to shift your life. And as always, remember that we need to return to God's design for family. Not perfection, but order, love, and covering. Because Psalm 127 verse 1 said, if we want healing in our homes and wholeness in our family, we have to go back at the foundation. Okay, remember, if we don't break the cycle, we become the cycle. So let's stop normalizing what's breaking us. If this conversation made you think, challenge you, or hit home in any way, drop your thoughts in the comment, like this video, and subscribe for more real talk. As always, let's build a community that honors God, breaks generational cycle, and doesn't just follow culture trend, but walks in purpose. See you again.